Rosecrans Vic podcast. I'm Rosecrans Vic, and I'm joined by the homie Nueve Leo.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
What's the
Nice
deal,
finally
bro?
meet you in
Yes,
person.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Big fan of the music. Been seeing
Thank
your
you.
Really, I feel like what caught my eye was the sold out shows. I'm like, who is this kid selling out shows? Because when you've like been in the game for as long as I have, you realize like numbers online, cool, that can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? You can see people like catch a buzz online or whatever. But it's like when you can sell tickets, when you can be in front of a crowd and you can control the crowd, that's star power to me. That's rare. That's not easy. So I
Um,
seen that. I think it was a show you did in the Bay,
yeah, San
San
Francisco.
Francisco, and I was like, "Yo, like this is fire." Then went and listened to the music, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like this shit is crazy." So definitely had to have you in. But I've been doing some research. I was just like, "Yeah, where did the name Nueve Leo come from?" I didn't get that far into the research, so I'm curious. Where's that name come from?
The name Nueve. A lot of people ask me this question too, but it's a super simple explanation to be honest. It's because it's a simple name like Nueve.
Yeah.
That's 9 in
That's
Spanish.
9. Yeah, exactly.
But it's because I'm from out in Riverside County.
Yeah.
Like Riverside to be exact.
Mhm.
And like the area code there is like 951, 909.
Yeah.
So I just took the 9,
Yeah.
turned it to Spanish, and my name's Leo. So that's Nueve Leo.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much the only explanation that I got
Yeah.
for it.
And then you have like it's not like an alter ego necessarily, but it's like some people also know you as Base 9 side,
Yeah.
and that's also cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like a dual personality, and it's like if you know, you know. Because I was typing in Base 9 side into YouTube, and it didn't pop up, and I was like, wait, Nueve Leo, and then it's like everything pops up.
Yeah, I don't even know how that second name came about. To be honest, that was because my name Nueve Leo. That's just been around since like 2019.
Yeah.
But I think when I like around 2021, I was just like fucking around, just trying to just figure out some shit that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how I really came up with that name, but it just came about, and I kind of use it as my producer tag, to be honest.
I see. Okay.
Because my name is Nueve Leo, but
Yeah.
I use that, I guess, as my alter ego. Because you know how a bunch of artists have like second names. You know,
Yeah.
Drake has like Champagne Pop.
Exactly.
Lil Yachty has like Lil Boat.
Lil Boat.
And then who else got some shit? Like Rihanna, her Instagram has like Bad Gal Riri. You know?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I feel like that's just as an artist, you want to have more than one way to like get like named.
Yeah.
And I forgot how exactly that name came about, but it just came about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of wanted to apply it more to my music.
Yeah.
And build more of like a lore to my name.
I think it's definitely working. And you mentioned your producer tag, so you produce as well.
Yeah. Most of the music that I have out right now, if I didn't completely produce the whole thing, I played a part of it.
Wow.
So, cause I didn't have that help when I was younger making music.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do everything myself. So,
that's to your benefit in the long run.
yeah, unless you have more control when it comes to just like, not only just like label deals, but also just like when it comes to splits, like in general.
Yeah.
Cause you have more leverage to your music when you're behind like making the beats too.
Yeah, I remember I used to like listen to Russ and then be like produced, engineered, written by Russ, and I'm like, bro, like be a fucking social person. Like I don't know him at all, but I'm just like, you can't do everything. I'm like, you get some other people on your songs, you know what I'm saying? But he was playing a different game, you know what I'm saying? He's playing the long game. He's like, I own 100% of this song, and it's like, as a fan, what the fuck does that mean to me? But I understand his train of thought now, and he's also not just doing that and taking the bread and going off somewhere. He's actually trying to teach other artists and shit like that. So I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So you're already ahead of the game. Probably not. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but you're here.
To be honest, that producing, because I'm pretty much on the same wave. Like, I record at home still sometimes.
Yeah.
Granted, my manager, I'm blessed to have a manager that has a studio.
Yeah, sure.
And I record
there. Shout out Mixed by Marv right here in the building.
But yeah, like I kind of came up just thinking that that's how it was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Because I used to listen to Kanye, listen to Tyler the Creator, and I go to their credits too. It'd be like produced, written by Kanye West, produced by Kanye West. So I thought that was just how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And
you didn't even know there was people were cheating using ghostwriters and all types of shit.
And I thought that ghostwriting shit that they talk about Drake was just like a joke or something.
Yeah.
Until you see like the credits, and you got to remember like that's not even all of the people that probably contributed to.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you know, when you're young, you don't have any connects. Like, you just gotta learn how to do it yourself. So
yeah,
that's kind of where it came from for me. It wasn't even like a pride thing. I guess it kind of became a pride thing just because then I learned that no one else was doing it. But at first, it was just like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not about to go buy no YouTube beats. I'm in high school. I gotta worry about how I'm gonna pay for lunch. So I'm gonna have to make this beat myself.
That's fire.
But yeah, that's pretty much how the sense of just independence came from. Cause I just thought that was how it was supposed to be done. So I just kind of bit the bullet, just took the hard route and just worked on it.
Yeah, and that's dope because like I didn't know that until like I listened to the music and I was like, oh, the beat selection is like pretty diverse. Then I like saw a couple podcasts that you did, and then you mentioned that, so I'm like, oh shit, okay. So did you made Landmine? You made that beat?
Me and the homie Drew. Okay. The homie, his name is Lowrider. That's the producer name.
Okay.
That actually, yeah, me and him made the beat. He really made most of the melodies.
Yeah.
I just kind of laid down my own drums to it. But that happened like December 2022. I was just at home chilling. He was like, hey, finish this beat for me, or what you think about this beat? I listened to it. I was like, can you send me the stems?
Yeah.
And then he sent me the stems. I put my own spin on the drums, and I just made it a little bit more bouncy. And from there, just kind of...
I fuck with it. It's very West Coast, very beachy vibes, very like West Coast, but not gangster rap, like feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Cause,
yeah, I fuck with that. Go ahead. No, I was just saying I fuck with that.
But I think the reason how that song came about was because I feel like I make the best music whenever I feel like I'm coming into a change into my career. And I was just like, I don't like the music that I'm making. It all sounds the same. I want to try something different. I had heard this one song, kind of sound like G-Funk a little bit. Yeah. I'm just like, let me try this, but like, make it me. Yeah. And that sounds so like generic of an answer, but when you apply it to your life and you actually like see it actually happen, it makes so much sense. But I was like, you know, I've heard so many like beats like the ones that I've been making lately, hearing so many songs like the ones I've been making lately, I don't like it. But I like how this sounds. Let me try and see if I can mimic G-Funk, bro. Like, just a little bit. And I made the beat. I was like, all right, this actually jumps. So let me follow through with it. I wrote the verse. I liked it. I wrote the hook. I liked it. And then I wrote the second hook. I liked it. It's just like, it was the first, it felt like everything was just clicking that night. Yeah. And then I cut a demo to it that night, went back to it the next day, actually recorded it, and then that's how that Landmine song came about.
That's fire. You have another song that sounds kind of like Neptune's influence, like the beat.
Feeling Smooth.
Yeah, Feeling Smooth. Yeah. So Feeling Smooth, I fuck with that one too. Again, it's like, to me, it's the diversity in like the beat selection and then knowing that you're also producing it. Are you like a fan of the Neptunes? Was that like directly inspired, or did you kind of play it, record the song, and then people were kind of telling you like, hey, this kind of sounds like Neptune's inspired?
Actually, the way that beat came about, me, the homie Lowrider, and then the homie Justin, that's how that beat came about. Because the homie Justin's the one that's been really obsessed with like Neptunes. Yeah. And this was around last year. Yeah. And we had locked in already like a few times. He gave me some beats. I never really recorded on him, but one time I just... Lowrider sent me some... I'm gonna just call him Drew. So Drew just sent me some loops, and I'm just like, all right, I fuck with this. Let me add some quick shit on it. And for some reason, I just can't do the drums. I couldn't do Neptune's drums, but Justin was doing drums for like months already, or like maybe even like a year of just that type of style. So I was, why am I wasting my time when I know someone that can just perfectly do this already? Yeah. And so I sent it to Justin, and it's funny because what he told me, he was like, yeah, when you sent me those stems, all I did was just start smiling and laughing because I already knew I was gonna kill that shit. Yeah. So I sent him the stems. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day, and he sent me that beat, and that shit jumped. I was like, all right, this is actually like fire. I could actually do something to this. So I asked him to send me back the stems. I put it back in my FL project, and then I kind of spiced it up a little bit, and then I cut a demo again. Yeah. I liked the demo. I went back and actually recorded it like the next day, and then that's how that song came about. Fire.
Another thing I noticed is like the attention to detail and like the kind of cinematic themes in the videos. Like the videos, like you have a couple videos out and they're dope. You know what I'm saying? Creatively, like they have a storyline or they're dope scenery, dope location, stuff like that. Tell me about like, are you hands-on with that as well? Is that like, or is that just partnering with like other dope like video people and stuff like that?
That's all Matt. My cameraman's name's Matt Core. like that's pretty much all him.
Yeah.
Like I give him songs. I have like ideas and like things in mind, but I'm really like, here's the song, go crazy. Whatever ideas you have, I trust it.
Yeah.
Because he goes to school. He goes to film school. He goes to Chapman.
Okay.
And he's actually like majoring in like film.
Fire.
So and it's actually crazy how we connected too, because he came to me at first as like just someone that supported my music, that just liked my music.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, if you ever need help with any kind of videos, if you want any help with like music videos or anything like that, like I'd love to help.
Yeah.
And I seen his like first few like projects and like many like short films, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like how this looks. I don't think anyone's done something that looks like this in a music video. So let me try and see if I can do something with him. And I had him do a little trailer for this little mixtape that I dropped.
Yeah.
And because I didn't want to do just a music video off the rip, because I'm like, what if I don't like it? That's wasting my money.
Yeah.
You know, a trailer.
It's an investment. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
It's like a little test run.
Yeah.
So I let him do the trailer, and I kind of fell in love with how that looked already. So
yeah,
like, yeah, I for sure do a music video with this dude. So, I just, and after that's when I asked him to just start doing my music videos.
Yeah.
And ones that you probably liked are the ones that he did.
Yeah.
He did.
I seen like the credits roll and they looked similar, so it probably was. And I do remember seeing that name, Matt.
Landmine, Feeling Smooth, and then the latest one that I did was That's My Baby. Like,
That's My Baby, yeah.
He did all three of those ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my primary cameraman on.
Yeah.
Like
he's cold.
If you see this if he sees this, he already knows that I say this all the time. Like, that's like my go-to.
Yeah, he's cold.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I do have like other people that I do music videos with, but like off the top of my head, if I were to like name out my favorite ones, he's like always gonna come up as number one.
Yeah. No, I feel that. So tell me, like, when was the moment you kind of found out that like, oh shit, I kind of got a wave going on? Like, cause I'm sure, you know, you've been making music for a long time, but then things start to pick up, people start to pay attention, you know, shows start to get booked, people start to come out. Tell me when you kind of realize that, like, oh shit, I got some, you know, some shit going here.
I mean, I guess I've been making music for a long time.
Yeah.
I started in high school.
Yeah.
But that was on some just like whatever shit.
Yeah.
I think I started really taking it serious like maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago. Cause how do I describe this? I think I knew that I was getting somewhere when there was people that I didn't even know like listening to my music.
Yeah.
And
so it left your immediate circle. It's like, okay, now
yeah,
so and so is like tapping in.
It's not just my friends just listening to my music. There's there's like people that are like posting themselves to my music, or they're like using it for their story.
Yeah.
I always had like small buzz, like starting like 2022.
Yeah.
Because I was just dropping like little like mixtapes, little projects. But I think when I really started feeling like I was getting somewhere, it's probably like sometime this year. Because I always knew that if I just lock in, if I just focus on myself and just keep making good music, I'll get somewhere. But I feel like things started to look up, like not even God, like a lot, like the second half of this year.
Yeah. So like summertime.
Yeah, around the summertime pretty much was when I was like, yeah, I'm actually like, if I really like put my head down and just work, it's gonna make sense.
No, absolutely.
But I mean, to answer your question though, like my first buzz that I got was like 2 years ago, because just those little mixtapes that I was dropping.
Yeah.
But now is probably like the biggest that I've been so far. So like, and my life has been moving fast in like the last month or so.
I bet, yeah. But, things just start filling up. You're like, oh shit, I got interview, I got this, I got that. Yeah.
And I just graduated college too, and I would have thought
Congrats
that,
on
like,
that. That's major. That's major.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I would have thought that, you know, graduating college, I mean, I wasn't looking for no jobs after I graduated because I wanted to do music.
Of course.
Then that's like for my family, obviously, like they don't really understand the music shit yet.
Yeah.
So then, like, I'm like, how am I gonna prove to them that I'm actually like doing my music?
Yeah.
I swear to God, after I graduated, I haven't been home for more than 3 days in a row.
I've
always been out. I'm either at the studio, either at a video, or I'm at a show. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I've been home for more than 3 days in a row.
That's good. That's fucking great. I mean,
even when I am home, I'm cutting demos or I'm recording songs at home.
So they could see that, even if they kind of don't understand. I mean, I feel like I went through something similar with my family, them not understanding, like, I'm trying to pursue my dream. I know it might not seem like much now, but I swear I'm not that far away. And they would, for the longest time, they thought I was a DJ. I was like, I don't fucking DJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would be like, oh yeah, he does like this music thing. And I'm just like, it's hard to explain. Like, okay, I'm a journalist, and like I interview artists, and then I also work with labels, and then that was all before like I got on the radio. And then we would like do like live podcasts, and I try to like explain it to them, like, okay, we're doing like a podcast, but we're live in front of an audience. We sell tickets, and they kind of didn't understand. But then I took them, I invited them to one, and they seen all these people there, and they seen people wearing the merch, and they seen people like, fans of me and Let the Induno, and they kind of understood it. But once I got on the radio, they were like, oh, I get it. Like, you're on the radio. I fucking understand. Sorry for ever doubting you. You know what I'm saying? But I think that all just comes with time, and a lot of times with like my family, they're all born in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if your family's immigrants or just, in that state of mind, it just takes a while for them to like really catch on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's funny how you said, your family were immigrants. Yeah. Like my family immigrated to America too. So
yeah.
Like all they know is just work, get
a job, get a job, get us. Yeah. Man, my tia, shout out to my tia, I love you so much. She was trying her hardest to get me a job at the county. She works at the county. She has like
dad too. He wanted me.
She has benefits. Like she's like, she's like, I'm moving up, and she's like, I can get you a job, and I'm like, I really appreciate it, but
let me see this out.
I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm too far into this, and I think, you probably just have that in you where you just feel like you're destined for more. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to cut yourself short.
And I think like the biggest thing that my family just, at least like my elders, like what they just don't really understand is that like you can't just like put a pause on what we want to do and our passions. Like those jobs are always going to be there.
Yes, they are.
Like, that route is always going to be there.
Yeah.
But the chance to like take this risk and go all the way with it is not going to always be there. Like, I mean, obviously, I can go get a job, go get a master's right now. Mm-hmm. But that's always going to be there. I can always get a master's if I want to.
Yeah.
But to take this risk and do all these shows and make music and try and blow up, I can't just take a break from music for about 2 years. They're going to forget about me by then.
Yeah.
It's like, if I already got the ball rolling, why stop?
Exactly.
I mean, obviously, I understand like the security wants to just have a backup plan. But if you're so confident in this, why do you even need a backup plan?
That's facts.
I mean, obviously, a backup plan it's smart. Like, I want a backup plan. I do have one. That's why I have a degree. But, like, that's what a backup plan is, a backup plan. Why am I putting more time into a backup plan when this is happening right now?
No, facts.
Like, and to be honest, like, the music is like one of those things where I'll die for this, to be honest.
Yeah.
As deep as that sounds, like,
no, yeah.
I mean, I'd rather die trying doing this than to feel like a loser the rest of my life.
I feel that 100%. And what I think was sometimes like older family or whatever it is, they don't understand is that like now with streaming and shit, like the way it is, it can be a retirement plan. Like you, especially if you're producing your own music, writing it, singing it, recording it, you own 100% of that. That's your catalog. That's your retirement right there. As long as you continue to build it up and get the numbers up, it's like you're gonna get paid for the rest of your life from that. As long as you don't sell it. Exactly. And they don't really get that because it's like, well, maybe I don't get it now. But that's all for later, and they'll see it. I feel like you just being busy and you having legitimate business and having shows and being able to show them, like they're gonna understand.
I mean, my family has been to one of my shows.
Yeah,
but I don't think they've been to a show of the magnitude of the one that you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think if they were to see something like that, where every single person in that venue is there to see you and you only, then they'll kind of know.
Yeah,
because. I'm not trying to like just kind of get off topic, but speaking about the show, when I seen the videos, or when I was on stage, like when I walked up, which is probably like that was probably not the craziest part, but the loudest that they were, because that was like obviously the beginning.
Of course,
go crazy for you. I was in my mode. I wasn't like really in kind of like in a zone, so I don't really like feel nothing.
Yeah.
But when I first started watching the replays, the chills that I got in my spine and stuff, I was like, fuck, like
star.
Every single person here is like there to see me, and look at how they're loud they're singing for me. Like that means something.
Yeah.
And there's people around my circle who tell me like there's people that are bigger than you that can't even do that.
100%. And that was my main thing. Like when I saw that, I was like, bro, I know so many artists. No shade to them. It's just facts. Like they cannot draw a crowd, like that. In their hometown. You being, 5-6 hours away in San Francisco, like that means something. You know what I'm saying? What was like, aside from like the stage, going on stage and like, having the artist, having the fans like sing your songs back to you, what was like another crazy part about that night you could share? Maybe like if there was like a meet and greet or people or like fans that you met, anything memorable?
That whole day was just memorable. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, like
Yeah.
every single thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like I could even give you like a quick rundown.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to bore you though, but
Yeah.
like we got to San Francisco around 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because me and K2, my homie K2, that's my brother right
Yeah.
there. Like we pretty much go everywhere together. Like
Mhm.
you see me, you see him, you see him, you see me.
Yeah.
But we got there late as fuck because I don't know, we be late sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I try my best to be early, bro, but shit,
Yeah.
it's traffic. I be blaming traffic. But this time we were just late.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck it, like we're gonna be up, and I'm not gonna be tired, bro. We can take turns if we get tired, but let's just drive.
Yeah.
And we left at like 8, but we got there at 4. Woke up at like maybe 9 or 10, got some food, had to stop by a store and shit.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like the most memorable part was just seeing how happy everybody was. Not only like the fans that were there, but my team. I don't think anyone stressed about a single thing that night.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, obviously, you got to stress about like getting to the stage on time and stuff like
Exactly,
that. But
yeah.
like, they were not stressed about how the night was gonna turn out. We knew that was gonna be a good night.
Yeah.
Like, the line stretched out to the end of the block. Like, we knew that everyone was just gonna have a good time.
I bet.
But just I seen everyone was so happy. Like, I was feeling the pressure right before I got on stage. I think that was one of the most memorable moments too. Is that no matter like how big of an artist I think I'm gonna be, I think that those nerves are always gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, they can lessen, but also it's like that kind of keeps you like sharp and in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like from me doing like live podcasts it's like way different than talking in a room with a couple people. You know what I'm saying? It's like talking to my friends. Now where there's like an audience in front of you and then you have to kind of perform to the crowd, like that shit was nerve-wracking for me. Like I'm not a natural on stage at all. I'm like, what the fuck do I do with my hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, but then after more and more times, it's like I've just gotten more and more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But then also you can catch yourself being like, damn, there's so many fucking people here. You know, and you start to like really think about it and start to count and do math, and then you kind of throw yourself off.
That was me like before before I even got on stage, because I have the way that I perform, like whenever it's like my own shows, is I have like this little intro playing before I get on stage.
Yeah.
And the intro is like about a minute long. And that was probably like the longest minute of my entire life. Like, and just like, I took a quick peek outside. Everybody got their phone out with the flashlights on.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like, my ass better not trip and fall. My ass better not like fall on nothing, spill nothing, fall. Like, I have to make sure that this like walk up was flawless.
Yeah.
And just my heart, I did this. And my shit was just like, it was like, duh, 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 duh. I'm like, bro, like I'm about to have a heart attack before I get on stage. But for some reason, when the beat dropped and everyone just started screaming, everything just washed away.
Yeah.
And I got up on stage, I was like, I'm about to kill this shit. Like,
Yeah, you got that confidence right there.
But I think that's probably the most memorable moment from that night. Besides just because obviously, performing, you're having a good time. Yeah. But you have that same feeling, just confidence that whole night. Yeah. But after I got off stage, this was actually pretty funny too. I had to change clothes right after I performed because I was all sweaty. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be all sweaty taking pictures with people. Yeah. Because I was gonna make sure that, because I had a meet and greet, so there was people already taking pictures, but I felt like I want to be able to like feel like everyone got what they wanted that night.
Of course, so
I ran back to the green room because the green room was separated from the actual venue.
Yeah.
But I had to walk on the street, and there was people already leaving the venue.
Oh, shit.
So I was running with the homie Matt, and there's already people like, oh, my God, I just seen him. And I'm like, hey, give me like 5 minutes. Let me change real quick.
Don't look at me.
Right back. I literally came into the green room, changed my outfit, still had my shirt off, was putting it on. There's people already walking out of the venue like, oh, my God, he's right there. I'm about to go follow him. And there's people fucking running up, like doing this right up to me, and I'm shirtless trying to put on a shirt, like trying to like take a picture. I'm like, bro, if you give me 5 minutes and you follow me here, I will take a picture, you fine. But I am not in a position to take pictures right now. So the rush back to the fucking venue to go take pictures of everybody was also pretty funny because I had this little like rush. Yeah. But
that's funny.
Yeah, that whole night was just a great night.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of the best nights I've had so far. But the thing is, I can't stop. I gotta keep going.
No,
I gotta think
course.
about what's next.
There's so many more cities to do that in. Exactly. In the comments of that video that I saw somebody call you a ABG king. What does that mean? What is that? Is this true? Can you confirm the rumors? What is this?
I don't even know. Like, I try not to.
Come on.
I try not to.
Nah, you don't gotta be humble. Come on.
I try not to embrace that. You know?
You're a star, bro. You got to.
Like, obviously, like I know what I am, but I'm an artist at first.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love like the ladies that listen to me. Like I love women and stuff.
Yeah.
And it don't matter like what race you are. Like
yeah.
if you like my music, I'm gonna love you the same way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know what ABG means.
Well, I do, but maybe the whole audience might not know, so we should.
I might not even get this shit right. This is how out of touch I am with my culture. But I think ABG means Asian baby girl.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
I don't know. That's what I heard with it, man. I really never really asked like what ABG meant. I just kind of like assumed what it was.
Yeah, and then you're the king of them.
I guess that's what it is. You see the front row, bro. You seen that front row. I don't gotta say nothing. You see my TikTok repost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they call me an ABG king.
Yeah, what's that been like, for you? Because I mean, I feel like you are a representative of a couple things that makes you unique. Obviously, you're Asian artist, but then you're also from like the IE, and I don't think there's another person like you out there, or at least one that's gotten to this level yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you're like a, an anomaly. You're 101. You know what I'm saying? What is that? When you do that, you kind of by default you start to like represent an entire kind of like wave of people, and people start to look at you like a representative of that. Like, how do you just feel about that?
Honestly, I embrace all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, I want to be seen as an artist. Like, I know what I am.
Yeah.
But I also know what I want to be. And I'm not trying to say that I, like, resent the people that listen to me.
Yeah.
But I know that, like, eventually, like, I'm going to want to become just the artist, period.
Yeah.
Not just the Asian artist, not just the...
Of course.
Not just the ABG king.
Yeah.
I do know one thing, though, is that I embrace it as much as I can, because I know that if I want to get to that point that I'm talking about, I need to have an audience first.
Exactly.
So if these people are rocking with me this hard and I'm not even like where I want to be yet, I wonder how hard they're going to be rocking me once everyone else starts to catch along.
Yeah.
Because, and I feel like the reason why I got to this point is just because I got to grow up with the music the same way that my fans got to grow up.
Yeah.
Because I started when I was like 18, when things started to just like kind of shift a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm 21 now, so obviously a lot will happen in your life from 18 until 21.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people got to really like I guess relate, but also like stick with my music, is because they feel like they have someone to relate to that's making music. But
that's what people are going through at your age. It's the perfect kind of backdrop for that. It's like, love, it's feel good music, good vibes. It's like, it's all these things that from the ages of 18 to 21 and past that, it's like that's what people want to hear. They want to vibe, they want to turn up, you know what I'm saying? But like in this setting, this tropical setting, you know what I'm saying, that California is and shit like that.
Like, I'm 21 now, and I feel like I know who I am.
Yeah.
Like I because obviously, like, you say this sometimes, but people don't really like mean it yet, or they say it, but that's not really true. But like, I feel like right now is the most that I've ever like known who I am.
Yeah.
More than ever. But it's also ironic because I'm also not who I want to be yet exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess that people are starting to kind of like feel that confidence from me now.
Yeah.
That's why like there's more types of people coming along. That's why girls are listening to my music because they can like see the confidence.
Yeah.
And also just the image too. Like, I went through a lot of like changes in my image as well.
Yeah.
I used to be this energetic kid, but now I'm just myself. I make music and I chill. And obviously, like, I love my listeners. I love all people that listen to my music. But like lately, I've been trying to appeal more to the girls, to the ladies,
it works.
The women.
Hey, the Filipino fan base that boosted Blxst, like that shit was amazing. Like I was not to say I was there, like I had any parts in it, but so Gabe C, good morning, Gabe.
My brother, that's my big homie.
Yeah.
Shout out Gabe C.
That's my dog. That's literally, I love that guy. I call him the Filipino Phantom. So I was around. We were around each other a lot because we had a show on No Jumper back in 2020.
Oh shit.
And I seen him telling me like, yo, like Blxst wants me to DJ for him. And Gabe, in his own right, has a very strong following. You know, I've followed Gabe to, you know, oh, I have this gig here. I'm going. Boom, he gets the crowd lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, incredible, you know, and he has a way of people that go that specifically to go see Gabe C spin. You know what I'm saying?
Gabe's a legend for sure.
And so I seen that once, you know, Blxst got with him and like the music was just perfect. He started DJing, introducing Blxst to his audience and stuff like that. Man, like, I mean, that with a lot of other factors, like Blxst, you know, is an incredible artist and it was just his time, I feel like. But that boost and like you look at the front row, it looks similar to yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for a certain time. Now he's, I think, a lot more like global and bigger. You know what I'm saying? But like initially, I felt like in LA in like 2020, 2021, like that was like a big part of like Blxst rise. You know what I'm saying? So, and I see similar things with you.
Yeah. Shout out to Blxst too.
Yeah.
That's who I was really listening to when I first started to like make music again, because I went through a lot of changes in my music. Like, I started off making like ignorant, like trap, like mumble rap shit. You know, that's what's popular.
You said, I saw in an interview you said that your first like type beat was a Lil Yachty beat, right? That you try to like search up. Yeah.
It damn near sounded like broccoli. So that was the first like song I ever made.
Yeah.
And I don't know if because you said that you was watching like interviews. You've probably seen that I'm a military kid. So I've been all over the place and stuff. So when I graduated high school overseas and I came back home, Blxst was the first like West Coast artist that I really started listening to. I was on Kalen for a while. Yeah. Like if you're from California, you're gonna hear about Kalen.
Exactly.
But I don't know. There was something about Blxst music where I was just like, I've never heard some shit like this ever before.
Real smooth, real fun, real easy to listen to. Just catchy, you know what I'm saying? Stuff you want to put on a loop.
Like that was like who I was really like trying to look up to.
Yeah.
And like I don't mind saying that he influenced me, because you know, everyone has inspiration. So like, yeah, of course he influenced me, and I'm beyond grateful to have been able to like look up to somebody. Yeah. But I mean, there's also a certain point where you just have to like learn how to like figure out your own thing too.
Exactly.
But yeah, like speaking of kids, you talking about like Blxst being that big following that he has. Yeah. Seeing similar things for me. I don't really know exactly what yet I want to do next. Yeah. I mean, obviously me and my management, we have like things planned. Like we're flooding like till like end of next year.
Hell yeah.
Like we already have a plan till the end of next year. But it's like there's still so many factors of myself that I want to figure out. Yeah. And I guess you only figure that out as you grow up. Yeah. But I feel like I'm still young. Obviously, I'm not young. You know, I'm 21. Yeah. I'm pretty much already like able to drink now. But at least like I try not to compare myself too much, but I can't not compare myself sometimes. Yeah. And I kind of realize like sometimes I'll be like, damn, like I wish I was here already. But then I gotta realize like these people were probably at a lower point than I was at my age right now.
Oh yeah, so for sure, bro. And that, like they say, comparison is the thief of joy. So it's like
I always hear that.
Yeah, anytime you start to like think of other people, it's like, bro, that's not your path. You know what I'm saying? Like your path is your path, and that's how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? There's really no other ways of doing it. But you can use other people as like motivation, or I'm the same way. You know, I can be like, oh, you know, this person is doing this, and I think we're all at a certain point we can be like professionally jealous, not like actually jealous of somebody, but it's just like, damn, that's dope. I wish I did that. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Too. I'm never really envious of people. Like I have friends that are my age or younger that are way better than I am. Yeah. But I never look at them. I'm never like, damn, this should be me. I'm more like, I'm happy for them. Yeah. And I know that they work hard for it. Same. But I know that if I keep going, I know when my time comes, I'll probably feel just as happy or more.
Yeah, it's like motivating. It's like, okay, damn, they did that. Okay, fuck. All right, I want to do something doper. You know what I'm saying? And then not even in a bad way. Like it's just motivational. It's like they did it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people look at me the same way. Like, oh shit, Vic did this and did that. Like shit, I could do it. And you can, as long as you stay in it. Like that's the only difference between me and other people. Like I've been around 10 years. I just never quit. throughout all the hard shit. You know what I'm saying? Like never quit since I started. Didn't take one day off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
there's probably so many times that you probably wanted to quit.
Yeah, for sure. It was tough, but it was just like I can't. Like something's telling me keep going, keep going, keep going.
That's crazy. That's the exact same way that I felt
with
my music when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like I should probably be like working on my college applications, or I should be probably working on getting a job or something. But for some reason, I was always like, like there was like a magnet to my fucking laptop to just keep making music. So I was just always there.
Perfect.
But I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned for making music, if you want to be able to get somewhere in life, you need to be able to like be vulnerable, be like let your guard down with your music. Because people, obviously, people like surface level shit. Yeah. Like entertaining, like in the club, like hype shit.
Exactly.
But if you want to stay around for a long time, you need to make something that sticks, where you really you have to like sit down and just think about what they're saying, or something that has depth to it.
Something that creates a feeling in somebody. Like music is really just supposed to make you feel. Mm-hmm. So it's like makes you feel good, makes you feel sad. As long as it makes you feel hype. Like to me, that's like a definition of good music. Like this shit made me feel something. Yeah. You shouldn't listen to something and it makes you feel nothing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the way that I was able to like get to that point with my music, to be able to make someone feel something, is to be vulnerable. Like let your guard down. Yeah. Like it's okay to feel some kind of way. Now put into a song. Oh, you feel like this right now? Put into a song. Yeah. Oh, she pissed you off, or he pissed you off, or you feel like people are like turning against you? Put into a song. And I feel like that vulnerability, and there's also just realizing like it doesn't matter, just make the song. That's what keeps me going. Like there's been a lot of things that I've been through in my life where I've learned how to put into music, and it just makes sense. And ironically or unironically, it's like my most popular songs. So I think that's one of the things that artists need to learn, is just to be vulnerable.
Be able to be vulnerable. I agree. I love when artists are vulnerable and you hear like what they're really going through. Somebody like me, I'm probably closer to a lot of artists than most people. So I'll kind of know what is going on, and then I hear it reflect in the music, and I'm like, good shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to mention that or anything, but you did, and I think it came out good. You know what I'm saying? So, and then having a conversation with that artist later, and verifying like, yo, was that true? Was that rap cap? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, this shit really happened. It's like, okay, damn, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, being that you've been vulnerable in your music and like spoken on real things, have people ever like came to you? You have like girls, ex-girlfriends or whatever, be like, hey, why you write this song about me? Or was this song about me? Or how do you deal with that?
No, it's never really happened, honestly, to be honest.
You gotta be more obvious then.
Probably. I should probably just like say the damn detail.
Yeah. Say her
I'm
name.
talking about you right here, your government name right here. I'm gonna say your name right here. This right here is about you. You see, this right here is about you. Stamp it, take a picture, screenshot, screen record it. This is about you. Like I should probably do some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably say the full government, your birthday, where you from. Like you from this city name. Right here. Yeah, this song's about you. Don't get it twisted. Nah. Get some shit like that. And just imagine the backlash I would get. I probably know. They would probably fuck with me more. Like the people would probably fuck with me like, oh, he got balls to say some shit.
There's, like I mean, not full crash out, but
next song I'm saying.
Yeah, it can be, a thing where it's again it kind of builds the lore. I know like XXX Tentacion had like the Jocelyn Flores, like a whole, like it's like name the girl's full government, and it's like this song is about her, and you're like, we're all nosy. We're like, what the fuck is it about? What are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? And that type of shit, people eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we all live real lives, and it comes to music, and it gets put in like in an artistic way.
Exactly.
But also, you can be transparent and be like, it actually is about this person or whatever. Everybody has a different style of doing shit like that.
But I think also, not only is it important that you're vulnerable and you're not afraid to talk about what you've experienced in life, but what I also learned is that the way that you say is also very important. That's why Drake is so popular. That's why Party Next Door is so important. Like they be talking about some pretty they don't think we talking about basic shit, but they talk about some pretty deep shit. But the way that they say it, the way that they say it in their lines, no one else can really say it that way. I mean, obviously, they got writers, they got people helping them and stuff, but like the way that they say that how they're feeling, Because obviously, like, you know, you can, let's just say, oh, you just say, oh, I went to the store.
Yeah.
That sounds like some pretty basic shit. But then you like style that and make it seem bigger than it really is. People are gonna radiate towards that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, to that point, with like a Party Next Door, he writes a lot of records for a lot of people.
Yeah, that too.
But he has his own unique like delivering style. So like you hear the reference tracks of like him doing work for Rihanna, and it's like it sounds pretty good. But then you hear Rihanna's version, and you're like, she performed it way better. You know what I'm saying? She made it her own. Yeah. And then similar to Drake and like Quentin Miller, for example, like 10 bands, 50 bands, all fucking man. When Quentin Miller said it, it was cool. When Drake said it, it was like, damn, that's just hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but I think it's also just big on just because of the image too.
Yeah,
like
that too.
If Quentin Miller was Drake's level, and Drake was in Quentin Miller's level, we'd probably be saying, oh, Drake, the way Drake said it was cool, but that's Quentin Miller. Like, what are you supposed to expect?
And we don't know if Quentin Miller at the time had 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands. We definitely know Drake got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that is a part of it too.
The image too.
Yeah, that's part of it too.
But yeah, it is big on the image too.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that you guys are gonna flood, you and Marv. What's coming up next for you?
Right now, I'm just making music.
Yeah.
But in terms of about where I'm gonna be, I have a show in Las Vegas on September 27th.
Okay, hell yeah.
It's my first all ages show in Vegas. It's not mine technically. I'm really just it's the homie Young Jin's performance. But,
okay, hell yeah.
You know, he asked me to perform, and I'm on the flyer, so I'm pretty much performing too.
Yes, sir.
But my next headliner, my second one to be honest, because I'm gonna say so. My next headliner is in Seattle, October 19th.
Ooh, okay, hell yeah.
And it's at it's in Seattle, and the tickets are already being sold. Like, people are already buying tickets and I haven't posted about it yet.
Oh,
it's so
shit.
crazy. I posted on my story and I had the link in my bio.
Yeah.
But I didn't post about it. Like,
yeah, you didn't make like
already people like tagging like, I'm about to go see Nueve Leon. Like, damn, that's crazy. Now wait till I post about it. It might flood crazy. But it's really right now we're just setting up just shows.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out rollouts for our next songs.
Yeah.
Because I have songs, but now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna post.
How you gonna promote them and stuff like that.
So we probably just gonna go on this little singles run.
Hell yeah.
And then I was supposed to drop another song by now, but like That's My Baby started to just roll out of nowhere again after the show. So like we're kind of like flooding that a little bit more before I drop.
Keep
the next
pushing.
one.
Yeah. That's a one for sure. I was listening to that today on the plane. I was like, this shit is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just more singles. Performing more. We might have something big when it comes to performances soon. We've been getting calls from majors, distributors.
Let's go.
So, I mean, the opportunities are coming our way. Now we're just trying to like put a plan for it.
Exactly.
But we kind of have a rough draft already. All we know is that I want to keep dropping music. I want to keep performing, and I might have a project by either the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Okay.
I don't want to put no timeline.
Yeah.
Because I kind of just go based on feeling.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really at that level yet where I can really just like be making music and then I can just like schedule everything so much ahead of time.
Yeah.
But I just be going by feeling.
Okay.
But at the same time though, it's probably not a good idea to be going on feeling right now because things are moving so fast that I should probably just start picking it up.
Yeah.
But I just kind of go as to where I feel like it's best.
Yeah.
And that's where we feel like it's best right now. Now, granted, if you talk to me a month from now, the story might be different, but you know, we just kind of go what feels like what's right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got management, so I'm not the only person that's
making the decisions and giving like the input and the feedback.
Yeah. So like you know, having more than one person on my team lets me know, like, if we all agree on this thing, then that means that it makes sense.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's pretty much what our plan is. Just keep dropping music, keep performing, and just keep taking these meetings.
Hell yeah. Anything else you want to tell people before we get out of here?
I don't know. Just keep faith in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. That's the biggest advice that I really be giving out to people.
Yeah.
Unapologetically be yourself, but also figure out who you are. Because there's a lot of people that don't really know who they are, but they're trying to like push something. But if you know who you are, if you take that time to just really like be lonely and just really like figure out like who am I? Look in the mirror and just figure out who you are.
Yeah.
And just capitalize on that, like you'll feel unstoppable.
Hell yeah.
And also believe in yourself too. You know, there's a lot of people that
super important.
There's a lot of people that have like big homies that will push themselves for them when they don't feel like pushing themselves.
Yeah.
But that too, you know, look in the mirror, like and let yourself know, like, no one has me like I do.
Sometimes you got to be a little crazy. Sometimes you got to be like,
you got to be delusional.
Yeah, a little delusional get you a long way sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the advice that I got.
Hell yeah.
Just want to say I appreciate all my people that listen to my music.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the ladies that have been listening to my music. The
ABGs.
I've been seeing. You see what I'm talking about. You know, pretty soon it's not gonna be just them.
No, of course. But
you know, I just love everybody.
Yeah.
And I love my listeners like how they love me.
Yeah.
I love the people that listen to my music, and I love just all the support that I'm getting. And I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. Like, I'm gonna make sure that that y'all get everything you want.
Hell yeah.
Just just believe in me, and I'll take y'all there.
Hell yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
My dog, Nueve Leo.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me.
Rosecrans podcast.
It was a blessing.
Yes,
hopefully,
appreciate you, bro.
This ain't the last time that we do
Not
this.
at all, bro. It's just the beginning.
Hoping this can become like a thing. Cause
yes, sir.
I really enjoyed it. I feel like this is the most that I really felt like myself.
Yeah.
Cause this is the first time that I really had like a one-on-one podcast.
Yeah, podcast is it's a one thing.
My manager here.
Shout out Marvin the cut.
But this is the first time where I feel like I'm really just like having a conversation.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
Because I've had podcasts where like they're like reading the questions off their phone, like, bro, like, I'm right here. Let's just talk.
Yeah.
But this time around, I'm like, we're just talking.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate that because it feels nice to really feel grounded because that's where I try and stay. I try and stay grounded, like have like a balance in my life.
And just a regular, normal conversation.
Yeah, it just felt like a recorded conversation.
Exactly.
And that, I don't know, that the fact that you can do that, I give you your flowers for that.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. 10 years in the game. I'll be saying that shit proud now.
That boy Rosecrans Vic know what he's talking about. He know what he's doing. You want a good podcast? You better get with this man right
Yes, sir. Nueve Leo, Rosecrans Vic.
Appreciate you again, man.
Yes, sir. We out.